Hi, this video is meant to help you with that issue that you run into a bit when students, you give a link to students to watch. The video is on YouTube, and when you go to it, you can see the video and watch it, but when students go to it, they can't. They get a big restricted notice. So we're going to use a tool called Playposit to bypass some of those restrictions that are on these legitimately educational videos that you've watched and you want your students to be able to access. So first, real quick, I'm going to show you how do I know if it's restricted. You can tell ahead of time by logging into YouTube as yourself, then going up at the upper right hand corner, clicking on your icon here where it has all this information about your settings, and down in the bottom of that menu it says restricted mode and it says off. So staff members, you can turn it off and on, this restricted mode of YouTube, meaning there are restrictions on all students at Bethlehem. High school, they have restrictions. It's a little bit here and there that, it blocks videos. I know at the elementary and middle school level, it's a different level of restriction altogether, and it's more strict. So there's quite a bit of this happening there because of the age of the learner. So I think when high school teachers go to this restricted mode and they preview it, they're probably going to see closer to what high school kids can and can't see because it's really restricted, for the rest of the district, the rest of the students. And I think this is good for high school teachers. So if you go here, go to restricted mode off, you have the ability to turn it on. So you can preview when it's on, can you see the video? So I'm going to turn it on. And unfortunately, we cannot view this video. It has a wonderful message that it's unavailable with the restricted mode enabled. So as a staff member, I'm lucky I can turn it back off. So I went down, clicked on it, restricted mode where it says on, and then I just turned it off, and there is the video. So I'm going to copy the link to this video into Playposit and get a link from Playposit that I can share with my students to bypass this. So I'm going to click on the share and then copy the link. Okay. So I'm going to go to playposit.com, and the district has a subscription to this. And what I'm showing you now is a really quick way of using the tool for just bypassing the restriction. You can see interactive video here in the picture, and this is a really robust tool for creating videos with questions, and it keeps track of the answers and all of that. If you're interested in the interactivity and in, keeping track of student answers, syncing it to the Schoology gradebook, you're not going to use Playposit this way. You're going to use it through Schoology. So I'll show you where to go get started with that at the end of the video if you're interested in getting more involved. But in this case, we're just using it to get around that restricted mode. So you're going to go up to the menu bar and click on Login. It knows you because we have a subscription. And then click on the Google to log in. Choose your Bethlehem account. And then you're going to have to allow it that Google Classroom permission because it does integrate with that. Now I'm going to click away really quick because I have this admin tool. And you won't have that. So I have some videos already here. They call them bulbs in Playposit. So I'm going to make a new bulb, a new video. Click on the Add New Bulb. And it gives me some tips, but I'm just going to go right ahead into the designer. So I'm going to make my video. So I could look through videos I already have in Playposit. I could put the link in, and that's what I have today because I got it from YouTube. I could upload a video or audio, or I could actually browse YouTube and Vimeo for videos. But I happen to have that link. So I'm not going to waste time here. I'm going to click on import URL, and then I'm going to paste it. And yes, that is the video that I want. So I'm going to click on customize. And I know that YouTube has captions for most of its videos, and I actually think it's a good idea that I want my students to see the captions too, even through Playposit. So I'm going to click on fetch, and it's going to try and get them from YouTube. Sometimes it may get them, sometimes it might not. It's pretty accurate though. Okay, so here it found the English captions. And then I'm going to click on the customize over here. If it didn't come up, no sweat. I mean, that'd be a bummer, but you know, you can still continue without the captions. I'm going to go here to customize over here. And then I could change the length of the video, like cut off the end or the beginning, or I could click on advanced and actually do an internal crop. Like maybe I didn't want, you know, a certain piece of this. I probably want the whole thing though, if I'm just giving the students a link. So just showing you the capabilities that are real quick. Click on done. Now this is where I would continue to add interactions if I wanted questions, but I'm not going to do that in this case. But I do have to click on review because I want to see the settings for playback. You know, you could play with these, add tags, but I want to show you this right up front, this playback options. So some of these things are talking about interactions and we're not dealing with them, so we're not concerned with them right now. That you could allow them to rewind or skip the questions you put in. But here, you may want to check this box, allow viewers to fast forward if you're just giving them the link to view the video. Otherwise, it will just play the video and they can't move it back and forth. And then this is, again, if you have questions embedded in it with the interactions, but we don't. I'd leave privacy public and then click on Save Changes and then save and exit. And again, it took me to that admin thing. Sorry about that. Okay, so go back to your bulbs if it doesn't take you there. And then here I have my latest one, the FDR speech. I go to the right-hand side where it has actions with the 3 dots. And here I'm just interested in the share link. So I'm going to click on share. And it's going to give a link that you could share with someone. Wherever they click on the link, they'll be able to watch it. So I could get the preview link, which, you know, since you don't have questions, you know, that's really the link that you want to use because you're not going to assign it to anyone, you know, with the way I'm showing you how to use Playposit right now. If you wanted to get the embed code, click on advanced, click on show embed code. And I could click on smaller, so it makes it a little bit smaller. You can experiment with that. And then I have this embed code that I could put, say, in a website. So I'm going to click on copy. And, well, I already have it here from before. I did the video another time before. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of it. And I'm just going to double click here. I'm going to put an embed code here. And that's the one I got. So if I had the URL, I could just put it in here. But I actually got the embed code, so it appears in the page. I can paste it, click on next, and then insert. So I might have to be this Google site. It doesn't automatically, like, you know, I have to play with this tool. But basically it's there. And then I'm going to publish this on a website. You know, you have to click on publish in order for it to take effect or save. Then I'm going to click on view because we're working with a Google site here. Here is the video, and it has a blue player button. I'm going to pause it. If I click on this, it shows some information about the bulb. It has notes, transcript. Just a hint or tip, if you're just giving them the link and they're not logged into Playposit, the notes they take here are going to disappear after they go away from it. So that's kind of not useful. Um, but if I go to the cogwheel, you'll see that you have the ability to speed up the sound, slow it down, change the volume, turn on the captions. And those captions will actually help with that transcript. So if I go back, and I would want to have the video bigger maybe, but here it is. It's got the YouTube. So that's a quick and dirty way of doing it. If I wanted to do the interactions and add those, I'll just urge you strongly that if you're interested in putting the video somewhere where the students have to, log in and, you're going to have questions for them to answer, you're going to use Schoology. Not really going this way. And I didn't want to do the Schoology way if you were just making it a link for them. But if you want more information on that, you could watch the other video that I will make available with this one, or the opposite, or the other way is to go into the Playposit, click on Help, go to the Spyglass, and type Schoology. And then you would look for Schoology 3.0. You'd always look for the LMS because we have the integration with Schoology. And there's a video here, there's the Y. So what happens is in Schoology, it creates the class for you in Playposit. You can see the answers here in Playposit. It gives you like a way to look at it through Schoology, and it would sync the grades that they would get on a video to the Schoology gradebook. So we have it set up exactly like this on our Schoology, so you could actually use these directions. All right, hope this is helpful.